Yeah. We don't need any more dinners. We need a meeting with information.
Yes,
and I've asked them to cancel the dinners. Put their money into stuff like this.
okay.
Stop wasting staff, bringing people here we don't even know, who do nothing but tell us bullshit.
Okay, so
and I'm going to put it up on the internet
okay.
that we have been just jerked around for years.
I agree.
Okay? And I've already made a complaint. I've sent emails to your office.
Yes.
We have homeless people living in the storage area of our building.
Yes.
We have problems. We have conflict. We have dogs who are getting drugged because they're licking stuff off the ground. We have too many problems and not enough people who are being responsible or accountable for us.
Can I agree with you?
You can agree with us, but do something. Don't just say sorry or we're sorry. Right, because that's what happened.
No.
You came to the last meeting, you said, do you have anything to say? What we got was a bunch of words. We got no action. We got nothing. I said, tell us where we can move within a mile of here, because you said we wouldn't have to lose our doctors or our amenities. And they said nothing. They said...
You know what? I'm just going to ask you to
okay, there's another part.
Will you let me say something or not? Will
Sure.
you or not?
Will you listen to me first because you came to our house, right? Because that's the problem. People come to our house and don't listen to us.
I've asked you to listen to
Okay, I'll listen to you. I'll listen.
That in all of this, what I had a meeting last week with TCHC, and I said, your job is, number one, tenant relocation. Focus on the tenants, not on the building and what that's going to look like and who's there and what the condos. No. Focus on these 120 units where people can make a successful tenancy. That's why I'm insisting that that's the focus of TCHC.
Yeah. And we don't need dinner or a meeting to get that. We
But
need
no,
multicultural,
you need to hear-
multilingual
yes,
responsibility.
yes. And that is number one. Who's able to talk individually with each person? What are the needs of each family? Identify that, look at what's available, and have these long individual focus. So that's where that's coming. That's all tonight is, to say, here's how we're going to do the relocation, only the relocation, because
If it's not information, we don't need it.
it's information on how that relocation.
And I don't want to have to come to the meeting to get it because I'm frustrated by it. We
You
need
don't
it
have to.
we need it on paper.
You're gonna
We
get-
need
You're
accountability.
going to get a door knock. You're
No, we don't want a door knock.
No,
People
you're
came to my door and they were afraid of my dog.
Somebody's going to have to talk to you individually, and you'll have an appointment. It'll all be done professionally. That's what I'm insisting on.
There are people in here who have vulnerable issues.
I understand.
There are people who are multicultural. We're not getting that accountability or responsibility. You see the broken glass here, right? You see, if you look around this building, you'll see
agree.
rodents living around the garden.
Of course.
Okay, because the garden's not being maintained. The building's not being maintained. Maintenance people come here and they park on the lawn when they're doing plumbing or electrical.
I'm glad you told me that. I don't blame you for being very
But we don't.
upset
But we
about
shouldn't have to
that.
be upset to
You
get
know
a
what?
response,
You're not
right?
the only Toronto community tenants that are upset, are you? They're upset everywhere.
We live near the beaches. This is a beautiful neighborhood.
Yes.
They're good. I
Many
don't.
other
Okay,
places too.
we don't need
And
bread
you
and
know what?
circus, and we don't need
You're not getting
renoviction either. Because
You're not getting
if this
renoviction.
building is not taken care of, the building they're going to build is going to have 2-year warranty on it. That warranty will then be up, and then we'll have a piece of crap in the middle of the beaches again. This is a beautiful
It's going
neighborhood.
to be beautiful.
Well,
It's going to be looked after. I promise you.
really?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm very hard line.
See-
I'm your new
See,
counselor.
no, and I know this, Paula, because I've known you around for years.
And
I
you
worked
know
for
what?
Scarborough Television. I saw you out there then. Okay?
You know I go to
And you
every
know who
site.
I am.
I do
I'm not
know.
just a pissy pokeroo.
I understand.
I'm actually a politician. I'm an activist,
Good.
and I'm tired of the problems that we have around here.
And I
We
am
have
too.
tenants who are loitering around here, and they've got nothing better to do than cause damage.
Yes, well, that's bad. I'm going to take a picture of that and have it fixed.
And where's the accountability? Even the tenants who cause the damage are not being held accountable.
Well, that's. I hope that the new development.
So you should walk away, kid.
Stop working with language.
Just take that. Thank you. That's got to get fixed before, very quickly. Look, these guys, this building has been poorly maintained. When I came from my first meeting, remember I said,
No, don't
I want everybody who's got a problem to line up here and talk to the superintendent. Were you there at that
I wanna know
time?
why
Were you
you
or
want-
not?
If he doesn't want to be on camera, he should walk away.
No, we're talking. We're talking. Did you?
See, these are eyes. The eyes can see and the eyes can remember. A camera's allowed. I
Not
know,
yelling.
because there's
I can't
conflict
have
going on
yelling.
here,
No, I
right?
don't want yelling, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
So that was what we said. Tell us who has a maintenance issue. And about 15 people lined up. They came to the meeting not just to talk about relocation, but the situation in this building. I have flagged that 3 or 4 times with the top people. We now have a different system. I'm expecting that until everybody leaves here, this place is going to look good. So that's my
Right.
expectation.
Right, but only good people should be welcome back, and it should be a good place to come back to.
Let's make a great place and let's do our best. That's all I can tell you. I always do my best for tenants. You know that. I fight very hard for tenants.
Well,
You know
and
it,
we need to
and they
see
know
that, though. And,
You've
and,
already
and see,
seen it.
you actually, that's your job, and they're not doing their job. They act like
Yeah.
they're doing us a favor by coming here and fixing the problem, or
I
coming here
understand.
to keep
I
the place
got it.
secure. We call security.
I got it.
When we
I
call security,
understand.
we should have a response. We shouldn't have
I
placation.
understand. No, I get it, and I know you're upset.
We got people sleeping in the stairwells.
I
We got dogs not being cleaned up after.
Right.
There's a lot of problems
That's
internally, and well, the problems will not go
Well,
away.
this is bad. How
The
long has that been
That's
there?
been there for at least a week, but that's just that's a minor
I
thing.
understand. I
But
got
Paula,
it.
we just
mold, there's other
yeah,
things here that
right.
I've heard about.
right,
And people need to have
Right.
good conditions while they're here.
yeah.
They need to have a good place.
And we have to have
live.
policies and procedures that give us some sense of security. When we have a problem with another tenant, or we have a problem with an outsider who comes in and causes problems, we need to have responsibility. This is not, like I'm a social worker. I'm a mandated reporter. If I see a kid in trouble, I have to report that, right? So I'm doing my part,
Exactly.
and I'm making noise. But I need to know that the people who are responsible are also making the right kind of noise and getting the job done. There are people who are paid to work here.
Yes,
They
there
should be
are.
doing that job and doing better.
And you and I agree 100%
Right?
on that. I can't do their job, but I put a lot of pressure on to have the job. I think we
Right.
have a new
And if people work for the
superintendent.
church, they do it with goodness and kindness as well, right? They wouldn't just do it for the money. They do it for a good reason, a good moral and ethical reason. That should be housing policy as well. As
I agree.
people here work with vulnerable sector, they work with multicultural. They need to have a careful
I
mindset.
got it. You got it.
Thank you, Paula.
Thank you.